Signs he is jealous but hiding it. 1. He's suddenly super protective of you. When a guy feels jealous, his protective instincts may kick in as a way to keep you close and guard against perceived threats. You might notice that he insists on accompanying you to events or gatherings, even if it's something you typically do independently. He might express concern for your safety or well-being more often than usual. While this protective behavior can come across as caring, it may also reveal his unease about your interactions with others. 2. He seems unusually interested in what you're up to all the time. Jealousy can lead to increased curiosity about your daily life. He may ask in-depth questions about your day, such as who you met, what you talked about, and how you felt. This heightened interest is an attempt to gather information and gain reassurance about your feelings for him. He may be subtly fishing for signs that you're still invested in the relationship. 3. He's way more affectionate out of nowhere. In an effort to stake his claim and affirm his presence in your life, a guy who's hiding jealousy may become more affectionate. He might shower you with compliments, physical affection, or thoughtful gestures as a way to remind you of his love and devotion. This increased affection can serve as both a reassurance tactic and an attempt to make himself more appealing to you. 4. He wants to spend more time together all of a sudden. When jealousy lurks beneath the surface, a guy might express a sudden desire to spend more time with you. He may suggest doing activities together that you've traditionally enjoyed separately or propose plans that keep you exclusively focused on each other. This desire for closeness is a way to minimize potential opportunities for jealousy to arise. 5. He has concerns about your guy friends. A subtle sign of hidden jealousy is when he expresses concern or discomfort when you mention spending time with your male friends. He might not outright admit to feeling jealous but may drop hints or make comments that reveal his unease. This is his way of subtly conveying his worrying about your interactions with other men, without directly acknowledging his jealousy. 6. He's always checking your social media. It's not exactly rocket science that social media can amplify jealousy. If he's secretly jealous, he may start monitoring your social media activity more closely. This can include checking your profiles, analyzing your posts, likes, and comments, and keeping an eye on your online interactions. He's searching for any signs of potential threats or romantic interests in your virtual world. 7. He's reassuring you in ways you never asked for. In an attempt to mask his jealousy, he might frequently reassure you of his commitment and love. He may randomly express how much you mean to him or emphasize how lucky he feels to have you. These unsolicited reassurances are a subtle way of attempting to secure your affection and ward off any potential competitors. 8. He wants to know what your plans are all the time. If he's concealing jealousy, he might become excessively interested in your future plans. He could inquire about upcoming events, trips, or outings and press for details about who you'll be with. His heightened curiosity stems from his desire to ensure that no potential threats or romantic interests are on the horizon. 9. He shows little signs of irritability. Jealousy can sometimes manifest as subtle irritability or moodiness. If he's secretly jealous, you may notice occasional shifts in his demeanor or mood. Even if he doesn't directly attribute them to jealousy, he may become slightly more tense or touchy when certain topics arise, particularly those involving other people. 10. He tries to downplay his feelings. To maintain his composure and avoid revealing his jealousy, he may downplay his emotions. When you express concerns or questions related to his feelings, he might respond with phrases like, "I'm not the jealous type" or "I trust you completely." These statements are intended to create the impression that he's unaffected by jealousy, even if that's not entirely true. 11. He hints at his insecurities. Sometimes, a guy hiding jealousy might subtly hint at his own insecurities or vulnerabilities. He may mention past experiences of being hurt or betrayed in relationships, indirectly alluding to the potential sources of his jealousy. These hints can serve as a way to express his feelings without directly addressing them. 12. He becomes more competitive. Jealousy can trigger a competitive streak in some individuals. If he's concealing jealousy, he may engage in subtle competitions with other people in your life, such as friends, colleagues, or even family members. This competitiveness is an attempt to assert his presence and secure your attention. 13. He gives a lot of backhanded compliments these days. A guy hiding jealousy may occasionally offer compliments that contain subtle criticisms or comparisons. For example, he might say something like, "Your new friend seems really interesting, not that I care." These backhanded compliments reveal his insecurity and jealousy, as he attempts to diminish the importance of others in your life. 14. He becomes more secretive. Ironically, a jealous person may respond by becoming more secretive themselves. He might withhold information about his own activities or interactions with others, fearing that sharing these details could trigger your own jealousy. This secrecy can be a way of guarding potential threats to the relationship. 15. He's unusually critical of other guys. Jealousy can lead to critical judgments of people around you, especially those of the same gender. He might make negative comments about your friends, coworkers, or acquaintances, highlighting their flaws or shortcomings. These critical remarks can stem from his insecurity and jealousy, as he tries to diminish potential competitors. 16. He's always checking his phone. Similar to monitoring your social media, a guy concealing jealousy may frequently check his own phone, especially when you're together. He might be on the lookout for messages or notifications that could raise suspicions. This behavior indicates that he's preoccupied with the idea of you interacting with others when you're not around. 17. He wants to talk about your exes for some unknown reason. In an attempt to gauge your feelings about past relationships, he may bring up topics related to your exes or past romantic experiences. These discussions can serve as a subtle way for him to assess whether you still have lingering feelings for anyone from your past. His jealousy may fuel a desire to know more about your romantic history. 18. He makes unfounded accusations. Sometimes, hidden jealousy can lead to unfounded accusations. He might occasionally accuse you of flirting or being overly friendly with others, even when your intentions are innocent. These baseless accusations stem from his insecurity and fear of losing you to someone else. 19. He starts being passive-aggressive. Jealousy can sometimes manifest as passive-aggressive behavior. Instead of directly addressing his feelings, he may resort to subtle jabs, sarcasm, or snarky comments. This passive-aggressiveness can be his way of expressing frustration or resentment without admitting to his jealousy. 20. He goes over the top with the praise in public. While it's lovely to receive compliments, excessive public praise can sometimes be a sign of jealousy. If he goes overboard with compliments and affectionate gestures when you're around others, it could be a way to assert his claim and show everyone that you're his. It's a form of marking territory subtly. 21. He acts like he couldn't care less. Some individuals may respond to jealousy by adopting an attitude of indifference. He might act nonchalant about situations that would typically bother him, giving the impression that he's unaffected by the presence of potential rivals. This emotional detachment is a way to mask his true feelings. 22. He tries to control your schedule. Jealousy can lead to controlling behavior, albeit in subtle ways. He might attempt to have more influence over your daily schedule, suggesting changes or adjustments to your plans. While this might seem like concern, it can also be a way to minimize opportunities for you to interact with others.